经过一番努力制造出来的果实，我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的，想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。
所以你还在等什么？就爆烂的 sister。
应该legend to other S。在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就爆烂你 sister， 应该legend to other S。在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就爆烂你 sister， 应该legend to other S。 在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就报到register，应该legend to other S。
Hello and good evening. Yes, good evening everybody. You're here with me, Admans, and my co-caster Justin. How are you, man?
Hi, I'm Pseudo, and it's such a good time to be here.
Pseudo? Huh?
Yeah, that's right, Pseudo. Really good time to be here for Mobile Legends. We are going to be casting the semi-finals 1 and 2 of the first qualifiers of the Malaysian Premier League that's coming out here. Really good stuff. Can't wait.
Yeah, the teams are playing for the semi-finals is MysticBurden against Mysterious Assassins.
Yeah, yesterday we saw Mysterious Assassins, MYA, do really well. They were, yet again, the second strongest team in Malaysia. I mean, really good showing. Unfortunately, not quite enough to take down Team Saiyan, but now they're in focus and it looks like they're on track to move to the finals this time around.
Yeah, the expectation of Mysterious Assassin to actually take this tournament is still there amongst the community of Mobile Legends, especially the Malaysian scene. So we could expect that maybe, just maybe, Mysterious Assassin could actually topple down MysticBurden. But as we all know, we will never underestimate our enemy. They might be the underdogs of the tournament. Never know. Maybe Mystic would.
Well,
actually
first of all, I
become
don't
the
think so.
new
They're the
winner.
underdogs because both these teams did fight their way from the round of 512.
Yes, that's
at
true,
that
that's
point.
true.
So they have beat out here 400 plus teams to reach this point. These are the top 4 at this point. So literally better than 500 other teams that are there.
That's true. Yeah.
That in itself is really impressive. For those of you who are wondering, there are 3 qualifiers in total. And the 3 qualifiers are taking over this week, the first one, the second week, which is next week, and then there's a third one. So if you still have a team or you did not really succeed in the first time around, you still can come in and join the next qualifiers for your chance to secure the 100,000 US dollar prize pool.
USD, man. That's not in ringgit, it's in USD.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of money. It's life-changing money, really, at that point.
And I believe the next qualifier is for Singapore, and after that Malaysia again.
Yes, indeed. So we are going to see 3 teams make their way and qualify into the playoff sections of it. So we're going to get the top 2 teams that will be going in. So whoever wins both the semi-finals will be moving forth. And the third place. So the third place match is also going to be really important. And those are the 3 matches that we will be casting today for you.
But we're gonna live stream for the semi-finals and finals.
No, it's the semi-finals and the third place match that's going to be streamed, yes. Because it's important to find out which of these 3 teams will make it there. So it's a little bit of a little bit of a disappointment for that 4th team out of the 4 right now that will not unfortunately make it. So a lot is on the line here. Their tournament lives is at stake, or else they have to go through another 500 teams.
Yeah, that's true. So the third place is the way to go if you didn't manage to go for the finals in this semi-final match. So we are still waiting to enter the custom lobby for the match.
Yeah, so we're just waiting. The players have gathered in, and we are seeing that the lobby is being created. So we should be going to game momentarily.
So, Sudo, since that this is the second time, is it? I've seen you for the second time for Mobile Legends casting.
So we did yesterday, and we also covered the MSC Cup.
MSC. I forgot. That was with Hound, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was right. So yesterday was with Ikuto, and today was with the Hound.
This is my first time covering for Mobile Legends.
Welcome. I mean, Mobile Legends, greatly welcome to you to come over here. It's such a good addition, Admans, for you to come over here. Great to have your support as well. And hopefully you have all your fans out there that's also rooting for you to be joining the Mobile Legends community. Now, I've seen you stream and play the game. What are your impressions of it?
Well, at first it was like maybe there was no strategy to it. I was like just jump into the game. Okay, let's just kill people and then just take the fountain. But the more I play, the more I learn about how things work. Then I would know what's the meta of this particular play. Would you go for the tri-lane or would you go for the 2-1-2? Would you go for a mage mid carry or a marksman mid carry, and a lot more. And I even heard rumors saying that Mythic and Legend ranked do not have anything called a marksman.
Well, it certainly does follow the meta that's going on. So what we'll be looking at here is potentially a development of the tri-lane towards wherever the objective is spawning. So Turtle being one of the main objectives in the early game, spawning at the 2-minute mark, is normally where teams will be clustered around wanting to secure the area around the objective and leaving out the other 2 lanes as individuals. However, you are seeing the development of the meta as well, where teams are willing to sacrifice Turtle but hoping to eke out advantages in the other 2 lanes and to take away the first turrets. MYA has not executed this yesterday as they were playing, and they were really strong contest holds at the Turtle, with the final game of theirs not really holding priority. Will they or have they changed it up this time around? We will find out soon, as we are in the lobby right now. MYA is on the blue side there.
Yeah, that's true. and we're still waiting for the MysticBurden to come into the room. So let's introduce the players that are playing for MYA. As you can see, we got MYA Shadow, Solos, Too Easy for Jeb V, Facebook, as well as ZYZZ or Ziz. And these are the usual. I've seen Shadow and Facebook played before. I think it was in their live stream for Mobile Legends. I did the live stream in Mobile Legends when they are online.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have lots of live streams that they are doing, and they also are in lots of competitive matches.
Yeah, that's true.
So far, there's lots of information for them to be around and to be seen. Really good stuff coming up from them. We're just waiting for the opponents to be coming in, and we should be able to potentially get on with the games in about 5 minutes from now.
Jeb as well. I've seen his stream on Facebook. He's been streaming quite a lot recently because of the tournament in Pantheon as well as MPL right now. So I've seen him playing various roles, so I'm not sure what Jeb is gonna play for this time. It's the first time for me to see Solos in game. Did he play it yesterday, Solos?
I believe he did. I can't remember for certain on that. Yeah.
So some familiar faces again. Shadow, Too Easy for Jeb, ZYZZ as well as Facebook. Solos is, I think to me he's new. I think it's a new addition towards the MYA. I might be mistaken here. Oh, he looks like he went out. Will there be a change in the roster?
He was just there to get the ambience of the lobby.
Maybe he's saying, I should have joined MPL.
Well, he certainly does have an opportunity to do that. For those of you all who are wondering, how do we do this? Quickly, just go onto Google, find out from there. You can also check it out from in-game in your news notifications or under the eSports tab that's found on the left-hand side. You can check it out. All the details are there, and it's available in both languages as well, in Malay as well as in English.
Still waiting for Solos comes back in. You can see on the chat there, ZYZZ. Hi viewers, give me your energy.
If any of MYA does have any shoutouts right now, they can do that.
Okay, still waiting for MysticBurden comes into the room. Okay, since you play the Mobile Legends in your spare time,
That I do, yes.
tell me what's your favorite hero?
Right, so we covered this yesterday. I do have an inkling towards Cyclops because it's a little bit ludicrous for the fact that you have this one-eyed giant hat mage that throws stars and planets around.
Yeah, I know. Despite him being nerfed so badly in this patch.
No, I still think it's really good to have him around. Now, I wouldn't play him traditionally with the build that is recommended. There is a little bit of a secret build that goes around him that's played him more so as a on-hit marksman instead of just a pure mage that's there.
What, did you bring a tomahawk in?
Quite close to it, yes.
I think he did it. I did that build before, but but I changed it again. But when I change it again and I change it back, it's still, in my opinion, it's still not, because the nerf is too strong. He's
less so impactful.
Yeah.
I mean, the next one that I play the most, I think, is Aurora. I think her ability is, while quite easily seen by the opponents, is still nonetheless very impactful.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm guessing we will see more games that are coming through which are simply going to be game changing, and that's going to be a highly contested pick. So we are looking at Akai, we are looking at Chow, that's also going to be picked up and highly contested. Lancelot, I believe, is going to get 100% ban rate. I don't think so he's ever going to see the light of day, unfortunately. Fanny, Digger, all these other a little bit of annoying problems to deal with will most likely will be banned out throughout all the phases.
Yeah, I'm looking at like maybe Grok Digi, Kagura, Lancelot. Despite the nerf, still Fanny.
Yeah, I mean, Fanny just for the mobility. I think Kagura is probably on the lower side of that list, which
Yeah.
means Kagura and Chao perhaps will be the ones most likely picked in the first rotation.
Because as the meta goes, people are slowly learning how Kagura works. So that's the main reason why Kagura can be controlled in a match. But still, Kagura sometimes is banned if you know, like for example, I casted my spare time for the nation war, when Malaysia fights.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm, sometimes I just watch it. So from there, I can see that I can see what's the most picked and what's the most banned. I said by Sudo, yeah, Akai is one of the most popular tank to pick. And then there's also Grok, but Grok is in the banned side of the spectrum. Is the one of the most banned tank. And there's as well as marksman, it varies, but I think Mia and Roger jumbled up quite a lot during the nation war.
We did not see a single Mia being picked yesterday in the Open Cup. It was interesting because a few Rogers were taken. His prowess within the jungle, his versatility was there, but really little impact could be felt. The Grok Aurora combinations was very highly contested.
That's true.
There a lot of zoning, a lot of vision denial as well coming in from the both of them. And we should see similar trends move on to today. It's interesting because with Mysterious Assassins playing yesterday and playing technically two tournaments at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
What sort of evolution? Because in each tournament that does happen, each qualifier, a new meta gets formed. You have to adapt to what the other players are playing in a tournament-wise. Now, when you're participating in both, does one bleed into the other, and does it come up with an amalgamation, or do they have very two separate metas that we could be looking at today as well?
Plus, I think in my opinion, MysticBurden has a slight advantage towards Mysterious Assassins because they have played yesterday. And MysticBurden has this ample time to actually study. Okay, what does MYA likes to pick? What does MYA likes to go? How do they go? What timing would they gather and everything? So in a sense, they have this info prior to the match about MYA.
I definitely agree. There's a lot of material that could be studied because Mysterious Assassins, MYA, is one of the more prolific teams in Malaysia. However, with that said, there's a lot of footage about the number one team in Malaysia as well, but still they have held their title there, and Mysterious Assassins has also held their spot as the second best team in Malaysia. So it could come down to the fact that no matter how much you could study, they still are just that much better.
Yeah, so I'm not. I can't wait to see how MysticBurden will go up against Mr. Assassin. Everybody is already in the custom lobby for MysticBurden. We can see Meg Blush, Meg Ash, Meg Nanas. Sorry, my bad. We can see Ash, Nanas, Zon, Kuja, as well as Hangus for MysticBurden. For MYA, Mr. Assassin, Disudo.
So on Mysterious Assassins, like was mentioned before, we have Solo's Shadow, Too Easy for Jeb U, ZZY, and just like that, we are going to go into game. Here we have it. On the blue side, none other than
the MysticBurden.
And on the red side, we have Mysterious Assassins for game 1.
So the first ban of the game, I kind of like this new meta where you can ban 4. The last time
when you have double bans on each side.
The last time when there was one ban, it was like, oh my gosh, the heroes were so many and you can only ban out 2.
Yeah, so Kagura being removed, a little bit of a shock for me. I don't think so. She would have been all the way up there, especially against Mysterious Assassins. as well. But how will they respond with? I'm going to go with a.
Digi.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like our predictions are coming in. Kagura, Digi, Lancelot is yet to be banned out. I think so. I think during this round, I think Lancelot is going to be banned out.
Yeah, I'm guessing they would leave Lancelot for Mystic Assassins to ban, or else they would instant pick it. So we're looking at perhaps maybe Fanny, Grok, or Akai being banned out in this phase here.
For Akai to be banned out, that's quite harsh. You're like wasting a ban. I would rather ban a Grok than an Akai.
Well, I guess it comes down to like the
What,
flavor
seriously?
and- There we go.
Oh my gosh, you ban out Akai?
Yeah, Akai's disruption ability is certainly really high up there. And the last one to come here will definitely be Lancelot.
Yeah,
so pretty much
definitely.
spot on 4 for 4 predictions at this point. The first pick here is going to be Grok.
Oh,
That's
definitely, he becomes a high priority pick.
And Mystic Assassins should follow this up with an Aurora pick in and a Chow.
If they want to go for a Chow, yeah, Chow pick should be good. There's Aurora. Yep, that's a given fact. Well predicted there. Chow and Aurora. Will they actually locked in? Yep,
Yep,
Israel
it is
Expedition
locked in.
isn't going to go for Aurora and as well as Chow.
There should be a follow-up pick now here on the other side. So they have a few different routes that they can take. They can go in and pick up Roger away from the composition.
Yeah, true.
They could also move up into Zilong as a highly contested pick that Mysterious Assassins have used in the past to great results. So capturing Zilong away, you can also pick up Hayabusa. No, in fact, it is going to be Hilda and Rafaela as well. So opting to take away the healer very quickly. We are also seeing that in this meta, there's not very much heals that are coming through. So the stats
much,
is really
not much
low on the
support.
totem.
Yeah.
So Rafaela being the only viable one at this point.
Yeah, that's true. So sorry, my bad. So MysticBurden is going for the double tank composition.
Well, once a tank, once an off-tank support with the aura that's happening there. We're also looking at Hilda being such a good initiator once the wall does come up. So we are seeing Carry being picked here, really strong marksman. I'm looking at high mobility, lots of high catch potential as well, coming from Mysterious Assassins.
Yeah.
How will they be able to close this off?
Yeah, and Saber with Carry, Chow as the initiator, while Aurora will be the so-called support for the team Mr. Assassin, Eudora and Cyclops. To be honest, Eudora is my favorite mage to play, and despite being nerfed as well, Pseudo Cyclops is also one of my favorite mages, but they changed it to Yush.
I was
Shunshin.
very cautious about having so double mages appear there. So Yu Shunshin provides vision, it also provides global pushing advantage, and we're also looking at finding some CC and some pick potential coming in from the Cyclops last pick. I don't think so it will be sufficient given that it looks like the team wants to be doing a hard engage.
Oh, Tigro.
That's that. Alright, Tigreal is there as well. So you're looking at wonderful implosion effects coming through here when you are able to catch out. So not only do they have big potential for small skirmishes, they also have a big impact that's coming through in the team fights here. Mysterious Assassins are looking like they have the better, more rounded team composition, but how will they be able to execute this?
Purity from 3 members of MysticBurden, and as well as 2 Petrify from Hilda and Grok. Meanwhile, on Mysterious Assassin, you can see 3 Flickers and 2 Retribution, a more common spell. So, very unique gameplay might be seen from MysticBurden here.
Indeed, I think they're running a special composition that may be slightly not standard. We shall see how that goes.
Maybe it's something that they are more comfortable with, or maybe they're thinking, this is our strategy, why not we display it now? So right now we can see Yu Shunshin shall be the carrier of the team. How will Yu Shunshin work? We will never know. And it looks like the fight has begun towards the Hilda. The Hilda is being chased slowly. Flicker has been used. Not Hilda, my bad. Tigreal has used his own flicker. Sorry, not Rafaela. Saber was in the middle of the fight. Grok, being the hero that he is, being stepped foot towards the front. Has a little bit more HP, can still run up from this. And Saber now running very low. Hilda rushing in, waiting go for that first blood. And it looks like Hilda just got the first blood on towards the Saber at bot lane. This is a good start for MysticBurden. And that was a very, very good move from Hilda, trusting her teammates to actually go there and get that kill. And then right
really
now they're going for the carry by that wall from the Grok. And Grok, aka Nanas, just got the kill on towards that carry.
I mean, the picks here are really good, giving them a little bit of advantage. Quite early on, we see here that almost 1,000 goal lead already being developed for them. So good job on the starting here. Unfortunately, not really translating much into objective control just yet, but it's definitely a good morale boost to start off the game, start off the series here.
This is what has been said by Pseudo. The try lane shall be the one that is nearest to the turtle. You can see there on a MysticBurden.
Turtle is now up and live, so we're looking at the positioning of both the teams here, really playing around the fact that they want to make sure they want to spot each other out, catch somebody first, and then get the advantage.
Yeah, you can see Grok, Hilda, and Rafaela on the top lane. Chow has been caught up. He was forced to use Flicker towards the mid lane. Nice wall, but no follow-up.
I mean, Mysterious Assassins are really doing a good job here. While we have the blue team that is going around trying to get objective control, they're pushing up the lanes. They know that they need to catch up in levels before they go in for the massive fight that's going on there. So now we're looking at most of the members now being 3 and level 4. They're looking to eke out the extra half level just before they go in and have confidence in the last bit of the fight.
Yeah, 3-1-1 again from the MysticBurden, and the Chow goes in for the Yishushin at bot lane with the help of Saber. Yishushin has been taken down, but they would trade it off with this turtle.
They instantly respond with it, knowing that 2 members are at the bottom. They are in the high advantage with 4 of them, and they will be able to secure the turtle over here.
Straight away, going for the Trigger, Hilda as well as Grok. Nice wall, they're blocking the path, but the headbutt did not actually hit him. Cycle comes in with the ult, but Hilda finishes off before the ult actually reaches that Trigger. And 3-1 on towards the MysticBurden, a very, very magnificent start from this new team.
However, it's still only at 1,000 gold difference here, so it's not all that much given that there was a turtle already being taken. They need to press this a little bit further if they want to capitalize on the advantage. Chow coming in.
Chow coming in, might go for the Rafaela, but Rafaela manages to actually run away. Hilda taking all the damage, all the tank towards the Chow. Aurora came in, passing by. I'm actually weirded out that Aurora didn't actually cast any kind of spell.
Unfortunately, not quite much of a follow-up because Cyclops did reveal himself and carry is a little bit too low. Life stealing back just to come back into lane.
That's true. So again, entering the 4th minute of the game, MysticBurden 3, Mysterious Assassins 1.
We are seeing the camp come through here, wanting to stop at Tigreal. It looks like it will be good.
Oh, nice.
Flicker does come through. Really good job saving himself there.
Yeah, Tigreal pushing in Hilda, flickering out, avoiding Grok as well as Rafaela.
Aurora is here for the support, however they are going to just crash into the jungle. Carry needs to be careful.
Oh, this is now being chased by Zon as well as Nana. Zon shall be taken down by the Grok. But however, on the ball lane again, the Chow and Saber combo.
Another good wall here, being able to stop now. Unfortunately, not enough damage coming through. Tigreal and Aurora lacking an advantage there. The ultimate does come through. It is decent.
Yeah, on bot lane, Shijushin again has been ganked by Chow and Saber.
This should be the first starter will fall to the wonderful set of Mysterious Assassins. They can respond to this. Unfortunately, Hilda is still dancing around the fact the tower does get taken. Hilda not quite in time. The turtle is back up again. It looks like there's going to be more aggression heading up to the top as well.
Hilda trying to fend off Saber from pushing any further. On the top side, Rafaela and Grok doing their best to shove the lanes towards MYA's side.
Hilda diving under turret does get knocked up into the air.
But here comes Yishushin.
Difficulties.
Oh, Yishushin now tanking the tower hits. No, oh, he actually tanks it very well. And Hilda just got a killing spree after killing off Saber at bot lane.
It's 5-2. The goalie is still within reason, but they should be able to take the next tower. No, unfortunately, running out of minions just quick, but they should make quick work about this in the mid lane.
Yeah, the minimap doesn't show any kind of movement of MYA towards bot lane. Maybe Yishushin has the time to get the tower. Trigger just came in just in time. Yep, it looks like Yishushin just got that tower before Trigger can actually defend it. And again,
they are already taking the next turtle here. It looks like it will be unprotested. Carry coming in from the side, going to be a little bit late. They don't really have a perfect entrance to come through. So the second turtle now going to the favor of the blue side here.
Yeah.
And they are eking away here with 2,500 gold difference. Expand their lead just by a little bit more.
5-2 in the first. Oh, again, Omega kill by a Zon, aka the Hilda up towards the Aurora. Right now, MYA does not display the tenacity that they have. And Grok comes in to start the fight, trying to get the carry. Gary has been trapped in by the Cyclops, and Carry will be the first one been died here. Unstoppable by Zon, but with that Hilda. And Chow now is will be the next one. Chow has used the combo, boom to the back, and nice out by the Rafaela, actually laying the time for the girl to actually knock back. But that was a bad move by the Chow, as well as the Trigger has taken out. That is a wipeout, an almost wipeout there by MysticBurden. Aurora just spawned in, but I think Hilda will actually make the wipeout happen right now. Yishushin at the back, and it looks like again Yishushin just got another kill there after killing the Aurora, and that's a wipeout by MysticBurden.
I mean, that was definitely a really good play by them. Hilda really showing the prowess, being able to dive in, isolate the team away. And just like that, they've got the middle turret, and they should be able to get the top one as well with the wave crashing into lane here. They are going to expand their goal lead now to a very, very comfortable 5.5, and now it's going to be a 6,000 goal lead in their favor.
A very huge margin, as well as in the killing score, in the kill score as well. 11-2. That's a 9 difference in kills. So MYA, I think the only thing I think they should do is that they should I think play more defensively. I think because previously in the fights in the mid lane, Chow was a little bit too bold. He went too bold to face the members of MysticBurden.
I think Hilda needs to be cautious about how active they're becoming around the map here. The wall does come out, unfortunately, not quite in their favor. That's helping here. Mysterious Assassins need to slow down and stabilize their gameplay if they want to have a comeback into this. Remember, Carry is such a good late game damage dealer, so they need to stall out to that point where it is reaching there. But with that said, a lot already been taken here. That's 8 minutes. It's a really quick lot. Aurora does spot them out. Is in prime position for a wonderful ulti. We already are coming through. Good wall. Hilda's been locked down.
Good wall by the Grok, locking down his own teammates there. Hilda has been taken out by Carry. And the next thing you know, Rafaela just got a kill on the double kill by the Carry after getting out the tankers. And Cyclops as well by the Chow. And right now Yushin now is at the back side for the Trigger. Might die to the Lord, but almost a triple kill by the Carry after taking down the Rafaela. Would actually Yushin steal the Lord? No! Carry just got a kill on the Lord, but Yushin just got a kill on the Chow, and another maniac there by the Carry after the Yushin kill.
I mean, this was such a classic, well thought out move here. Not only having your support come in, but being able to bait out Hilda. Hilda has been so active, so much to the front of the fights here, that the wonderful Grok ball that comes out unfortunately trapped her inside instead of blocking out here. So a bit of a miscommunication coming across. And with that, the middle turret also did get taken away. So we are thinking that Mysterious Assassins, so much for that 6,000 goal lead that was built up against them. They are only now at 4,000, and they have Lord that's already up in the top lane pushing for them.
So this is the small comeback from Mr. Assassin, thanks to the carry that carries the game. And as said by Sudo, Lord is being pushed on the top. Grok being caught by Aurora as well as Tigreal for a short period of time, and it looks like this Lord will be taken down easily by the MysticBurdens coming in for the fight in the middle of the fight. Oh, it looks like that was a bad chance by the Trigger to actually start the fight in front of the tower Cyclops, and Yushin just got a kill onto the Chow as well as the Trigger. Another kill there by the Cyclops, ending out the streak burn by Carry, and they say we go for that Saber. Saber has been taken a triple kill by the Cyclops. Hilda Might charge here, coming, jumping towards the Aurora with the tower dive. Yishushin got that killed with the help of Aurora, and another wipeout by MysticBurden.
I mean, really good by MysticBurden here, coming with a reverse wipeout. They were really patient, waiting for Tigreal to make the entrance in, as well as with Chow here. The overdive under the turret, not quite ready for the amount of damage that was going to come through. And we also did see that Aurora was out of position, heavily punished. However, what's, not the straw that broke the camel's back is that all three lanes were pushed in their favor, so no other objectives could be really secured by them. Here we see the goal lead up, bounce back down to the 5,000 mark. That's there. And the next fight is going to be waiting. We are about 100 seconds away from the second lot being spawned. The engage does go in.
Nice stone wall there. Mega kill after the cycle opening under all out towards the Saber. Hilda now being quite tanky. She actually, Chow comes in from the flank, trying to pull on those. The Hilda have been pushed out thanks to the tower, and Carry has just got the kill on the Hilda, but really Cyclops are now being unstoppable after taking down Tigreal. Would they actually try to stop this Cyclops? Surprisingly, this mage is still very strong despite the nerve that has been put up towards him on this patch. Yishushin does not shine much as the marksman, though he is still there doing some damage.
Is playing more of a support role for this at this point. You are seeing the ultimate being used most as a utility tool, some sort of correction, not a support, but more of a utility-based damage that's going out. So we're seeing that the next phase is going to be starting out soon. Still 40 over 5 seconds left. Mysterious Assassins is doing what they can do best to stabilize the game, which is to push out gate carry as far as possible. However, Hilda is on a hunt.
Yeah, Hilda is on a hunt. Chow just manages to actually knock up Hilda for away, but Tigreal again now get caught by the Cyclops out, as well as the wall by the Grok. Manages to actually flicker out. Yishushin's out, help anything in the bot lane. However, on the top, Hilda with that Chow fighting, I don't think it's a stalemate fight where two tanky fighters trying to fight off. Carry as well as Saber is nearby. Hilda, you got to be careful not to go in again, but he wins it because two members of the MysticBurden just came in. Another one coming with the 4 member. Chow comes in. There was a very bad choice coming into the 4 members of MysticBurden. Grog being in front. Chow manages to run away. However, Hilda has been taken up by the carry, and Rafaela running low. Tigreal manages to get the carry. Managed to get Rafaela. However, they get Yishushin as well as Grog. Monster kill by the Cyclops after taking down the Saber. Right now, Cyclops is in trouble. Carry is nearby with that ball spike, but did not actually do it. Down one more jump, but did not actually hit anything but the spiders. But still, Carry is not given up. And finally, Cyclops just got killed by the Carry, shutting down the speed that has been put up by the Cyclops. Again, Rafaela was running low during the first beginning of the fight. Now she is the one that is the only survivor. And with this, Mysterious Assassin straight away go for the Lord and maybe end of the game.
I don't think it's going to be end of the game just yet, but it's definitely going to be one step closer towards the end of the game there. Not fully secured just yet. Chum making sure that he is able to go away. Hilda will be coming in, trying to steal
away. She do it almost, but Carry just slaying the Lord, and here comes the fight. Yet again, they say we aim towards the Tigreal, but
it should be a clean disengage. Exactly.
Yeah, they disengage again. Wow.
It was such a good fight coming through here. We thought that Chow was, made the wrong error that's there, but heavily punished because of the wall that was placed out. And Aurora as well, really good ultimate, locking two of them in place, which just means that Carry could deal all the extra damage to the team that have managed to turn the fight around. Also, the shutdown to Cyclops was really good, with the spell rotation being down. The game actually is in favor of Mysterious Assassins at this point. They have all three waves that are pushing Lord as well as coming to the top. We should see a 4-1 split.
We might see a 4-1 split. Chow will be in the mid, while the other members of the Mysterious Assassin shall accompany the Lord at the top.
Here's also going to be another patient game here to see, who blinks first. They need to be dealing with two different aspects as moving along here, and they're looking for a counter on the side. Yishushin should not be at the bottom here. This is not it.
There's a chat there saying some technical difficulties, but however, Mr. Sensei just got a kill on towards the top lane. And Cyclops just got mauled by Chow. This is the comeback by Mysterious Assassin, kicking the Hilda up in the air. Yushin was forced to use the ult, but it does not care much. Grok was forced to use immortality as well. It's Hilda still deleting out Grok, and the next thing you know, Hilda as well disappeared from the map. Yushin coming along into the graveyard, and they straight away going for the Rafaela all alone. The support, what can she do? Playing around just beside the tower. Chow did not manage to kill there. Rafaela will not actually kill the Tigreal. No, it looks like Aurora killed the Rafaela just in time. And Mysterious Assassin just won this fight against MysticBurden with a very nice comeback.
Really good job there by Mysterious Assassins being able to close out the game. We are going to go into a short break, but when we return, we are going to have a lot more action coming your way, and we're going to be seeing what else can be brought on by the team. So we'll take a quick break while you could go get some snacks, water, a toilet break, or if you still haven't had lunch and you're waking us and joining us with the FVB Cup, we'll be back really soon.
I'll see you guys later.
我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实，我很高兴我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的，想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就爆烂的 sister， 应该雷震度 other S。在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的，想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就爆烂的 sister， 应该雷震度 other S。
Hello and welcome back. We saw the first semi-finals get played. That was the first game in a best of three.
Yep, that's true.
The first game went to Mysterious Assassins. Unfortunately, MysticBurden did not manage to put up a strong enough defense at that point.
MYA took advantage of the mid-game spike, especially from the carry and Chow. Still we go for the comeback right now on the result screen. As you can see, the defeat is towards MysticBurden side, 21-17. Despite they have better kills than Mr. Assassin. Again, Mr. Assassin, it's a team that plays more towards trying to get objectives, and maybe knows where and when to actually go into the fight.
It wasn't just the Lord it was a fight just before it happened at Lord that was really the clincher there. We saw Grok drop a ball blocking Hilda away, and that really was the huge turning point that happened because carry became completely online. That's where a lot of the goal is going through. So if you're looking here, well above the other team members here at 10,000 goal lead hits, really even higher above Cyclops, who had quite a number of kills as well at 7, however only at 8,500 here. KD is maybe better, but for those of you who are watching and wondering how can that be possible, it's because in a subjective-based game,
that's true.
your ultimate goal is not kills. Your ultimate goal is to destroy the structures that are available there. And we see that Mysterious Assassins did that really well, capitalizing not only on the map control that enabled them to be doing that. So yes, really good job for both teams. Let's see what they have for game 2.
Right now, we're waiting for game 2, round 2, best of 3. I say game 2 of this semi-final of best of 3. Mysterious Assassin just won the first one. If Mysterious Assassin won this round again, and that will be all for our
that secures them a spot. Already, which is exactly what you're looking for here.
Except, yes, let's go to the custom game. Alright. We have been put as the observer. There will still be no change in terms of... Oh no, there's a slight change there by MyA, bringing in BH Gods, replacing Facebook.
Unfortunately, Facebook had other work at this point in time. He had to do his social media work. So we are saying that we're waiting for the last few members. They're also having their time to make their strategic discussion. What happened in the last game? How can they change things out? Now, Admats, let's talk about what we can expect in the second draft.
I think we could expect a ban of Grok this time around. Maybe Kagura would be slipped in towards the hero picks this time around. Maybe just maybe.
I'm not sure if a Grok will come out as a ban. However, I think Kagura may slip through this time around. There was nothing in particular that was overtly special with the lineup either of the team used. We did see the Hilda to quite great effect. However, was ultimately countered, I think, by being a little bit too feisty.
Yeah, too feisty, and the miscommunication from Grok as well.
Yes, exactly. So why would you ban away Grok if they made the mistake on it? But a lot of good walls did come up from Grok as well. So maybe they are under that consideration.
There maybe a few hiccups, just a few hiccups.
I think these are definitely things that teams can be addressing, and that's what they'll be talking about now in their strategic phase of the discussion.
So there's no change in terms of roster in the side of MysticBurden. So again, Hangus, Ashi, Zon, Nanas, as well as Kuja for Team MysticBurden. Meanwhile, for Mysterious Assassins, we can see BH Gods, ZYZZ or Ziz, 2EZ for Jeb V, Shadow, as well as Solos.
Right, so before we go into game, this is the Mobile Legends MPL, the professional league for Malaysia and Singapore. This is the first qualifier. There's going to be 3 other qualifiers that's coming up before we move into the league phase, where 10 teams will be battling it out over a series of weeks. There's $100,000 US on the line for this league. That's the biggest amount we have seen here in Malaysia, and this is only possible by Munton having it there. We also have EGG network that's supporting it, so we have lots of things that are working to our favors that's here. And to all the teams, the 512 teams that went through. Now, I have a little bit of a tidbit, an insider information. The 512 that went through was done in under 3 days with over 700 teams registering.
I heard about that.
Before they closed out. It is. So Akai now is being removed. Mysterious Assassins this time around on the blue side.
Red side, MysticBurden, Akai. First up being banned by Mysterious Assassin. MysticBurden banned Kagura again this time.
I think Diggy needs to come out here for going for the safe to ban. So Lancelot, 100% ban rate.
100% ban. If he was be picked, even I'll be scared, man.
I suspect that this would be a weirder ban, maybe something not that they mentioned, because then they can pick Kagura up as their first pick.
I think it's still a Diggy ban.
They could even be throwing Fanny into here just as a throw through, because the ultimate
I got this right.
So Diggy is being picked up here. What will they remove as well? Chow is one of the contested pick. Kagura is also there. So Kagura could be removed in this phase if they so wish to. They have a little bit of time left.
There's a lot of things to choose from. Fanny, Kagura, Grok, because Mr. Assassin is having the first pick for this round 2, so they might consider Grok as well.
Certainly a possibility for them to choose from, and in fact it is going to be Zilong that's going to be removed here.
That's quite a rare ban there, Zilong.
Not really. So they looks like they want to be countering the split push as well as the solo duelist that's going on. So it's going to be also key to see how well this is going to work out into their favor. We see very quickly Grok already being locked in here, and then we are going to see Saber as well locked in.
Grok again in the hands of MysticBurden for this second round of the semi-finals of MPL Malaysian Qualifier. Saber being picked for the first time for MysticBurden, and Minotaur maybe still being highlighted up by Mr. Assassin, who will actually be picked. Minotaur might be the one tank that MyA trying to actually.
No.
Yep. But no, that was a side switch there.
It would be really strange if Minotaur did get picked up.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's higher. You can even see various other things. We'll talk about that. Looks like Fanny's being hovered over here. We need to talk about Fanny here. So Fanny is in fact locked in here. So they removed Zilong away because they want to use Fanny and not have to deal with the aggression that's coming through.
Plus they picked in Saber. That's a good pick as well to actually put in Fanny in their composition, so they don't have this what they call easy lockdowns to actually take out Fanny. So what they're doing now is actually very good. So Aurora and Fanny for MysticBurden, Hilda and Mia. You will say that Mia was not picked at all yesterday, but right now finally for MPL, the first week of the group stage qualifier.
I'm actually surprised Minotaur got put through here.
Yeah, boy. I'm actually surprised as well. They can actually go for something better, like maybe, let's say, I think Balmon is better, but there's also Tigreal as well.
I mean, you're clearly going for extremely high CC here. They have damage follow-up, more sustained damage coming from Kagura, coming from Alucard, and as well as Hilda that's coming through here. It looks like this could also be moving towards more sort of a late-game composition. But to remind everybody, this is the first Malaysian qualifiers, because there's 2 of them. Mysterious Assassins now already at 1-up. They need to secure the next game if they want to win, because this is a best of 3. And MysticBurden has a steep battle up ahead ready for them.
Okay, so if Mr. Assassin won this match, they have secured a place in the MPL slot for themselves, and MysticBurden has to play one more game against the loser for the next match, which we will see later as well. Yep, and here we go. Would actually MysticBurden go for that early aggression towards the mid lane, or would they play a little bit more passively this time around?
Let's have a quick look at the starting items. Boots galore, lots of mana and some damage.
Yeah, Hunter's Knife for Saber and Fanny. Oh,
invisibility.
Yeah, and this is Natalia. Invisibility by Natalia. Nice slip there, providing a sort of like a ward in her Mobile Legends. Natalia just sitting there.
Yep. So what we also notice here is that this time around Turtle is on the bottom side, so we're going to see a lot more focus this time around on the bottom side from our point of view. Yes.
Yes, and Mr. Assassin previously go for the 2-1-2 strategy. Now opt to go for the 1-1-3 tri-lane where bot lane, as well as MysticBurden putting in Aurora, Grog, and Saber on the bot. Natalia mid, Fanny on the top. Mr. Assassin, Alucard top, MyA mid, Kagura, Minotaur, and
And Hilda.
Hilda. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hilda on the bot lane.
We are seeing lots of zone control being able to produce out from the bottom lane. Alucard's going to have a little bit of trouble up top initially because Fanny is able to push them away really easily. But we're going to be seeing Natalia here as well.
Been caught up easily by the members of MYA. Natalia has become the first victim of this match. Big takedown by Mr. Assassin.
The freeze does come through, forcing the flicker away.
Nicely done there by MysticBurden Aurora.
Fanny abusing her mobility, coming down to the mid lane, making sure she's soaking up as much as possible. And we are seeing at bottom lane, even more engaged is coming through. The freeze does come out, stopping the aggression.
Grog almost dying out towards the umbrella being put by Kagura. That's a very good aggression by MYA on the bot lane, maybe forcing the Grog to recall. Fanny traveling towards the top, knowing that Natalia was actually around mid. And they might see a fight here at bot lane. Here comes the Grog, become the man that he is, very attacking. Everybody's a smoke screen, can't attack very well. And Saber has been taken out. Minotaur has taken down by Saber. Aurora as well on towards that Hilda. Kagura manages to actually run out from the fight. This gives a lot of time for MysticBurden to actually take the turtle easily under the hands of Mysterious Assassin.
This was really good coming up from them because what we saw here is that they hit level 4 first, and that has access to the ultimate. MysticBurden here really capitalizing on the advantage. That very first skill tipped it so much into their favor. The ambush is waiting. Will the wall come out? Nope, it does not come out this time around here. Not finding the opportune moment.
Yeah. And Grog is still waiting inside there, but Kagura's umbrella actually revealed that MysticBurden member in the brush. And they straight away gather towards the mid lane. MyA right now has been ganked heavily by MysticBurden, and the kill is given towards the Aurora.
Well, that very simple freeze means that there's nothing that you can do about it. You need to be able to preempt it all if you want to be able to execute it.
Yeah. Alucard now in front of
Fanny's here.
Natalia as well as Fanny. Alucard is running low slowly. Fanny still trying to become mobile. One more hook. Just one more hook and fly. Oh, not hitting actually Alucard. But Natalia will actually go for the dive. Oh, nice slash and dash there by Natalia towards the Alucard. Right now being chased by Minotaur as well as Hilda. Could Hilda has the opportunity? Nope. Natalia slashes towards her own tower. Manages to run away from Hilda as well as Minotaur.
We are seeing Grog doing a good advantage here, trying to push them away from the turret. They will be able to secure it as well, so that's also first turret towards them here. The goal lead ballooning into their favor, better than the first game around, playing most of the objective game here. If you're looking at mid, be careful there, Hilda is on Natalia. Not quite enough. The top lane did go down as well, and guess what time it is? In 5 seconds, Turtle's coming up.
Yeah, in the 5th minute of the game, and the second turtle shall spawn. Oh, yep, and the turtle has been spawned. Fanny and Natalia are doing tremendously well in this game, alongside with the Aurora, who freezes the MYA side nicely timed there. So they are trying to actually go for the turtle. Hilda, the turtle has been reset, and I think Natalia actually was spotted down by the members. Yeah, was spotted down slowly by the members of Mysterious Assassin there. Oh, Fanny comes in with a hook and dash. just becoming a bait, and Hilda comes in to go to the Grog. Then Grog now being chased by the Hilda and the back. The Aurora with that all nicely timed. Then Natalia just got a kill, as well as the Grog onto the Aluka. MIA got a kill on her own, taking double kill on the Saber, as well as a Grog. ZYZZ playing it safe, bringing it to the back. Actually giving some room, positioning herself very well to take that double kill. So right now maybe this is the time for Mysterious Assassin to come back, despite the 3 and 6 on the scoreboard.
I mean, although the kills were equal within the last fight, what's important here is that the kills were going to MIA, and MIA needs that all the additional goals to go up there. It looks like this other ambush is not going to go into the favor. Oh, Hilda.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hilda, I think if BH Gauze did not became too bold to actually start the fight as what we've seen just now, maybe we could survive. But
Does
it looks
come
like
through, almost gonna be there. No.
Oh my god, I think he lagged, but it's fine. Alucard comes in, killing off Natalia and ending her streak. You can see that Hilda just singing there.
It could also be a visual glitch on our side here.
Yeah, just maybe. Yeah, that's true. Maybe she's calling.
No, I don't think so. That would have been it. But certainly a possibility as well. We are seeing here that the kills now 4-7 with just a 2,000 goal lead at the 7-minute mark. So a fairly balanced game. However, the tower advantage going to MysticBurden.
Yeah, MysticBurden slowly pushing in. They have just finished bot lane tower, as well as top lane tower. Mid lane is still the only first tier tower that has been taken down by MysticBurden. On the MysticBurden side, there's no tower yet being destroyed by Mysterious Assassin. So I think Mysterious Assassin is playing a safer type of composition.
The freeze comes through.
Oh, the freeze comes through, hitting 4 members, but actually, MIA comes in, but here's Mysterious Assassin after taking down that Saber, and a Fanny trying to
MIA
run
does
away.
get frozen away.
Again, nice froze there by the Aurora has, and then Natalia just got to kill towards the MIA. The damage is not good towards the Kagura because Alucard just killed. I think it was who again? Yeah, it was Fanny.
Yeah, I mean,
No, not Fanny. It was not Fanny. It was. I think it was. Who died just now? Was it Hilda? Oh, Natalia. Sorry, my bad. Natalia. Oh yeah, Natalia.
Yeah, Natalia was the one that did perish in there. Unfortunately, diving a little bit too far away, not being able to secure the final kill of the Lord means that it's going to be there. Fanny comes back all the way into Alucard.
Alucard.
The freeze is there. The freeze is
nicely
good, but the
done.
damage did not come across, unfortunately.
Was forced to flicker away. Saber get caught here. Hilda charging in, hitting execution towards the Saber. Nice out by the Minotaur on that rage out. But here comes Grog together with Fanny to actually add more damage. Can actually MYA take at least 1 kill? Alucard trying to life steal as well as get a kill, but he was so
Kagura
close.
is waiting in the fray, hoping to pick the rest of them off. Not going to be enough. At the same time here, we are seeing Natalia all the way at the bottom, pushing the additional wave. Fanny flying all the way in, not finding
anyone.
No, they are finding Kagura's going to be all the way down. Will be brought down. The final last bit of damage, that last tick did come through, securing them the kill. Trying to balance out the kill score, 7-9 only now.
Kagura, Fanny, that was a very bad swing after meeting in Kagura in that brush. Did not have clear stand a chance against the Umbrella Lady. Right now, MYA is slowly coming back towards the left link field. 7-9 on the scoreboard. The goal difference now has been reduced to right around 2,000 goals, despite no tower has been broken up yet by team Mysterious Assassin.
Not yet, but we need to be careful at the bottom here. Does get spotted out.
Oh, Natalia has been CC'd out. Nicely done, knocked up by the Minotaur.
The slow will come through and the kill will be successful.
Here comes the execution towards the Saber. Alucard manages to get the kill on the Saber, but I can see just now Natalia busted down easily by just
Look,
the
and it
umbrella
looks
of
like they
Arab.
still want more. The freeze charge is available and active at this point. The tower dash does come through already. Will be able to bring down the turret. Does go through. Unfortunately, not be able to follow up with the damage that's there.
Oh, actually, no. God, it will be the one fall down here. Zolos manages to actually tank a few shots before ripping off the aggro. But again, Kagura, being very strong as she is, just got another kill on bot lane.
I mean, this is simply why Kagura is one of the highest ban picks within this meta right here. Her utility as well as her damage, unparalleled.
Yeah, it's either you're good at her or you're bad at her. That's all what I heard from people say. When you play Kagura, it's either you're good at at her, or you're just bad at her. There's no mid par. It's not like there's no okay.
It's simply because of her toolkit that's a little bit different. So we are seeing here still waiting out within the fray. Does make the entrance, but nope, all the way to the other side. It does spot on Minotaur as well, signaling that's not a place where they want to be in.
Minotaur's. The thing about playing Minotaur, and it's a hard part about playing Minotaur, is that you need to try and manage your rage meter. Your rage meter management must be very, very good. You don't want to ult when you're not in rage. That will be sort of wasting a speciality of Minotaur. So for the Minotaur users, they must actually time out their rage nicely, when to go in with their rage and ult. What they should actually do in maintaining their rage. That's the thing that has to be thought of well by Minotaur users, especially for this match. That has been used by Mysterious Assassin member. I think it was too easy for Jam. Yep.
It looks like they are about ready to have the engage there. They did get the next items there. The freeze does come through. Unfortunately, no damage to follow up here. Let's have a quick check at the goal differences that are coming across here. So Fanny having the most amount of goal, as well as Mia on the other side. They're quite neck to neck onto both sides, with nothing really jumping out at me just yet. Good to know.
So right now both teams are actually
they're posturing really well.
But Hilda started off the fight in mid lane, forcing the Grok and Aurora to fall back. And again, they engage in the mid-game fight.
Will find the right target. Does come through. Unfortunately, Minotaur is around the side as well. Will be able to dash away to safety.
Natalia dashed away to safety. But Mia was almost taken down solo by Natalia, but the damage was not in. Natalia goes in for the Alucard again. Alucard, wow. The Natalia is very
The freeze does come through now to Minotaur, making him low. The
nice
wall is good.
But Minotaur can actually still survive. Alucard trying to fight off with that Fanny. One more hack and slash, but did not manage just to actually get that flicker. Alucard and Fanny hook shot away, not gonna get caught, trying not to get caught by the other members of Mysterious Assassin. This maybe give a lot of room for MysticBurden to actually try and push mid lane tower.
I mean, not only pushing mid lane tower, we also do see here the push by Kuja doing a really good job, split pushing, constantly creating pressure onto both sides here, being able to pick them out because knowing that the rotation towards the jungle is happening for both sides here. Once again, waiting in the fray, being that annoyance in your side.
Waiting, providing vision onto her own team, MysticBurden. Actually trying to avoid any kind of mishaps.
The turret is really low, which means that there's a very high potential that it's going to go down even if there's going to be another engagement there. They need to be cautious about this and seek the push away. The wall is good and the freeze is good, but no damage is nearby.
Yeah, Hilda is slowly become tanky as well for Mysterious Assassin.
That is in fact going to be the turret pushed out at bottom. They need to be able to take her down. Everybody is responding. Really
nice.
Good job for the punishment, but unfortunately what's going to happen is that mid as well going to get taken down. So losing 2 towers for only 1 kill that's there, not exactly the best trade-off, but with that being said, Alucard does go in and start off Lord already. Will they be able to deflect away the enemy team? Minotaur doing on guard duty at this point.
And they're going in for the Lord. Mr. Assassin.
And he's waiting for the side there, tries to go in.
Through here, Lord, he taken down by Mr. Assassin, but it looks like Grok just got a kill onto Alucard. Kagura just got a kill and then onto Saber. Kagura must is still surviving in this game. Hilda finally managed to caught up with that Fanny, and Aurora and Grok is the only two heroes that survived that fray in front of the Lord. And if I missed which team actually get the Lord. I think
it was MysticBurden and did manage to steal the Lord away, Aurora being the one to actually land the killing blow.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe MysticBurden can actually maintain the momentum that they have right now, if they actually do. And
it's only a 500 goal difference at 15 minutes, which means negligible to nil.
Yeah, actually it's better than a sudden comeback from MYA. I think MysticBurden can actually resort to like, okay, we maintain what we do, and maybe, just maybe, we can actually win against the number 2 team in Malaysia here for Mobile Legends. And the push was great at the top lane, but the Lord was not accompanied well, and the Lord has been easily taken down. They've traded out with that mid-tier tower on that push.
Well, the thing is, they didn't want to accompany Lord because they wanted to get the distraction. Fanny up here is happily pushing by her side here. As they're trying to make the engage go across, will not be sufficiently enough though. It looks like Fanny might look for another re-engage coming through, but Grok, on the other hand, here throwing up that other good wall will prevent that re-engage from happening here.
Will this become the downfall for Mr. Assassin on the second game? Natalia and Fanny is nearby.
They need to play a really perfect game if they want to prevent that from happening. As what they did in the first time around. Unfortunately, not much resources left for them. They need to start backing away from this because the creep waves are being cleared really quickly onto all sides.
Alucard now will be the target of 3 members of MysticBurden, and thanks to Saber's Fanny as well as Natalia manages to put out damage towards the Alucard. Meanwhile, Saber locked him up in the air, and the killing blow was given to the Saber. It was a very nice gank.
Fanny here taking damage from Hilda, but we should be able to get away. No problem. Also, the team is coming in and collapsing on, unfortunately, not wanting to take the final bit of damage. The freeze does come across. Unfortunately, it's also onto the tank, so not really helping out here. The middle turret did get taken out as well. The stranglehold is working. However, how long can they keep up this pressure?
Well, actually, Natalia be the one that carries the game. Natalia is quite strong in right now in the 18 minutes of the game, going to 19 soon enough, and Mysterious Assassin is now being pinned up against the wall after losing out the mid lane turret. I was correct. Mid lane turrets after Mystic Assassin pushing in towards the mid lane. They know the Hilda is in there,
but not their target that they want to be looking for here. If they could wake up, they would spend too much resources simply trying to take down Hilda. What's happening here is that they're waiting for the 30-second counter to essentially dissipate before Lord does come up, and this will be the next point where they want to be fighting.
And Hilda did not actually get bothered by Fanny at the top lane. Can actually carry herself easily. Again, 13 to 11, Mr. Assassin not doing very well up to this point. They were forced to play a more defensive style of play. However, on MysticBurden, that's a different story, I think.
There's absolutely no problem with what Mysterious Assassins are doing right now because they're actually playing a pretty good defensive game. They are just stalling out the game, making sure that all the items just get completed, and they're pretty safe within their base. So long as they stop losing structures, they would be quite fine. But we are looking at here as that the freeze does come across here. Minotaur trying to find its target but not being able to. Up top, Fanny as well doing the dance with Hilda, but to very little difference. Very, very quick Lord being taken away, which means the pressure is mounting. This should be a final push if they're able to execute and they do not make any mistakes. At the same
That's
time,
true.
Mysterious Assassins need to be waiting to be punishing the mistakes they're going to be doing. Is it the overconfidence? Is it the overdive of what the former Hilda or Fanny here? That will be the kink in their chainmail coming through.
I'm kind of happy where Lord is going to be right now.
It's all the
He's
way
gonna be
down
in
the
mid
lane. They need to start clearing off discrete waves and they need to be able to engage with Lord at the choke point and not have the whole team funnel into their base here. So the
Yep.
wall is going to come up. It is going to be semi-decent but not exactly what they wish for. Damage already going on to the Lord here. Looks like they will be able to defend this, especially with Fanny not coming in at this point and Natalia all the way being at the bottom still. Alucard is damaging her. Of course, she will be able to get away. The flicker does come through. We are seeing Hilda dealing with her top as well.
Hilda and Fanny, both of them has immortality.
At the bottom, we are seeing the dance go through. And well, in the mid lane, the Lord has been officially taken down. The freeze does come up to Krilda and the defense holds. Really good job.
Really good job by MysticBurden. They're now trying to focus to get the top laner.
MIA doing job here, being able to take them down. Fanny under turret tower does
Yep.
get frozen up. Unfortunately, not quite enough. It looks like the chase will go down to Brock. We are seeing that Minotaur defending at the bottom. Fanny
Oh
coming
my
in
God,
as well.
Fanny coming in,
Fanny
trying
does
to
get
take
taken
damage.
down. Will come up again. Will he be able to escape? Yes,
Oh,
in fact, he will be able to.
yeah.
But at what cost? The bottom turret did get taken, and so that the another wave of super minions that's coming through. We are seeing at top, it's going to be just a hair's breadth left of life on it, and that could spell really big disaster for them if that finally goes down, because that means double minions across everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And in fact, we are going to see this sneaky Natalia just waiting at the edge there, hoping to get it up. Does get sped up a little bit to help her out. That's her only duty at this point.
MysticBurden now has to force to play.
And just like that, Natalia's going to go in, just have a
Floppy.
two, will be chasing away.
Nicely done
But
there with the
her
sneaky
job
top
is best
kill.
done. Fanny now running all the way, but what's done is done. The base is shambled.
Yep.
They cannot escape.
I'm not sure how Mr. Sessa will
They,
actually come
they
this.
need to win a super big fight at this point, but no, Alucard does go down as well. Will get to revive, but not going to be enough. Hilda does engage. on the other hand,
Hilda,
then
yep.
one kill does go through.
You can see the fight still continues. One more member of MysticBurden has been taken out. Grok manages to actually kick down the carry, which is Mia. Kagura
Unstoppable, but unfortunately,
unstoppable.
Fanny is in the base as well, not exactly dealing with the person they want to do so. And we have Natalia that's also streaming in as well. They need to be cautious about this. There could be a collapse here.
Yeah. Again, that was a very crucial fight for Mr. Assassin. They managed to kill out the carry, the tank.
Nice,
with
one
his drop,
kill
but
comes
Hurricane
through.
Kagura.
Fanny does come
wow.
in, hoping to skill does and really sharp damage spike coming through for them. Everybody is level 15. They need to be very cautious about this. Alucard is completely alone and could get popped just like a cherry. Fanny all the way up top here. Ooh. This
I
is
think-
cautious. This is going to call for a Fanny ban next game,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Despite the nerves that the game has put onto her, up to point people say that she can't be played anymore. She can still be
Clearly,
played.
they were mistaken.
Yeah, they were mistaken clearly, and it has been shown that here by Zon that Fanny is still legit. Fanny still can be used. She can still be as painful, just maybe not as painful as before.
So Lord is up. We're going to have a quick check onto the items. Lots of immortalities across, lots of defensive items as well being placed with damage. We are seeing Rock throwing up a wall, not going to connect into anything. What's happening here is that Mysterious Assassins are doing a good job of being able to balance out the waves, making sure that the waves aren't completely crashing into their base here. But unfortunately, Hilda here.
Oh,
did
Hilda!
drop out.
Oh my gosh!
Really tanky, dealing with 4 people. The wall does come through. It is good. We are seeing that Fanny is spotted out here as well, but not going to be quite collapsed on. We are seeing Kagura here.
Oh,
Ooh,
Kagura
if
coming with the damage, but however, Kagura has
That is going to
been
be
mauled
it.
up by 3 members of Mystic MysticBurden. Sorry, my bad. Both of them are starts with M. So I'm sorry if I mistaken their name.
The
but
wall does come through. Alucard still manages to slip past.
Oh, Hilda comes in.
Alucard is coming in. The
freeze, nicely done by Aurora. They get taken out, taking out Alucard. The next thing you know, Hilda manages to fold out the immortality of Saber. Mia standing in the middle of the fight manages to actually still survive. Hilda had been frozen down in front of the tower. Grok
guess what's happening in your
base? Now happening in the base of Mr. Assassin. Fanny tried to actually finish off, but has been spotted up well by the members of MYA. And the next thing you know, Hilda has been taken down, but she actually takes down Saber before now going down into the hands of Fanny. And Minotaur was forced to use the ult to actually clear up as much creep as he can. And what MysticBurden needs to do is get this Lord, stay with the Lord, maybe a 4-1 speed push composition just in case the Lord dies too fast, then end the game.
Yeah, there needs to be a clear splitting away here. They are Mysterious Assassins are coming in and making themselves appear. Be careful here. Mia is already caught out here. Will be able to bring down Fanny? No, not quite yet. Lord does get reset. And the Fanny needs to come out here. Natalia does get spawned away. Mia's in trouble.
However, look, Fanny very low HP over there, despite the immortality that she has. Right now being chased by Minotaur, Aurora, as well as the Grok. Nice out there by the cow. Kagura just got a kill on towards the Aurora, and Grok manages to dash away, pushing everybody on her away from his side. And Grok, oh my god, Grok, despite being a very high priority pick, MysticBurden did not actually display a good Grok on this second match. I think the first one they did much better than the second one.
I think it's mounting down to pressure at the very end. Oh, Fanny is kind of way in. We need to be cautious about this. What will happen? Looks like they will be stopping it out. Fanny does come through.
Yep.
Is really low. Will have to be bounced out away. We need to focus on the Mia here. Mia being able to do damage. Hilda is coming through. And looks like they will be refocusing back onto Lord again. This should be theirs to take. But guess what's happening in the base as well? As much as Alucard is balancing, Natalia is pushing through.
And Natalia still go for the base. Alucard gets his. No! Alucard didn't actually manages to get any kind of hit towards the Natalia. And this is a draw, ladies and gentlemen, of the best of 3 after MysticBurden finally clenches the first win against Mysterious Assassin in this match.
So that's a 1-1 right now for them. Really good job here. I mean, both having Fanny and Natalia bouncing their attention around. Unfortunately, that's slightly slow reaction. But on top of that, there also was a smoke screen that did come up, which would have made it a little bit more difficult to deal with her. That's a really good comeback match here by MysticBurden, and we also have Mysterious Assassins to tackle for that really good game. Now this is going to go into game 3 shortly. We're going to see who will ultimately take it. What are your predictions?
I think Mysterious Assassin will actually learn from the mistake that they did on the second game. They have this method of closing in, but MysticBurden actually holds up. From what they have, they actually farmed up the Fanny, so the Fanny can actually get her items as well as the carry Natalia. So MYA did not expect that kind of jolt of damage from the MysticBurden side. Maybe that's the reason why MIA lost the second game, and they would actually try to improve the third one. And if they did improve from the third one, high chance that maybe Mysterious Assassin will win this.
Yeah, so it definitely is possible for either team to really mount a big victory coming back. Before we go into the next game lobby, because the teams are going to be having a little bit of a strategic break for them to gather their thoughts, their wits, analyze the game about and the mistakes that they had over there. I don't think so there was many stark mistakes that were done. They were simply just outplayed at the very last moment now. For the casual players or people that are watching and wondering,
what are they watching?
Isn't it a little bit overpowered that just one person can just win the game for you?
That's true.
Let me equate it to chess. A single pawn can be the difference between victory that's over there. So nobody is too insignificant and nobody is too overpowered to be able to tip it into their favor. It really comes down to the strategy and the execution of it.
Yeah, and that's true. As well, yeah, the thing is that they actually go for the one-man carry for the team, because previously we see how strong carry was, being the carry, and then for the second game, Natalia being the one that plays a very significant role in the winning team to actually try and win. So it's very, very OP that one man can actually finish off the game and giving the victory to his team.
I mean, it definitely was also a really good call by the team there to make sure that even though Lord did get taken, the distraction should be focused onto the base here. We had talked a little bit about it throughout the game that with all the structures being taken, you need to pay extra attention to it. Unfortunately, maybe it was the sense of overconfidence that it was the impending doom. If Lord did get taken, they could not mount a defense any longer, so they need to make a play. Unfortunately, Alukan, who was still there, did not manage to come up with the defense that they wanted in the end.
Oh, I see.
So we are already in lobby and we are waiting for the teams to officially come in, and then we should be able to get onto the next game. So let us do a little bit of housekeeping at this point. This is none other than the MLBB Professional League MPL, and this is for the Malaysian and Singapore residents actually. You don't have to be a citizen to be here. This is the Malaysian Qualifier 1 that's going to be over the next 2 weeks. There's going to be the Singapore Qualifiers and the secondary Malaysian Qualifier. So it's not too late if you think you could do that, if you want to be seeing yourself on television, on the internet, anywhere else, you can certainly join the tournament, and you can do so by checking out the eSports page that is on the chat, that's on the game client. Now, none of this can be made possible without Astro, EGG Network, and Muntun as well. So Muntun is the game developer that has come out here, Astro, where you're watching this from, and EGG Network if you're watching through online as well.
Yes, to EGG Network Facebook page.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're wondering what else is this league about here, this is a $100,000 US league that's happening. It's so far the biggest of its size here for Malaysia and Singapore. And this is it's a mobile game, so all of this is being played on mobile phones, which is really quite staggering with the development of games.
That's true. You can, the last time, back in the days, not so back in the days, games are towards on big machines, in the arcades, and
we have arcade games, you have console games, you have PC games that's there, and now it's mobile games.
And now it's mobile games. Yeah, I feel so old. I still remember when I was like young. I go to the arcade just to play games. At that time, computer was not a very significant thing in my life.
I think for most people around our ages that we have gone through that before. We're going to arcades, seeing those 2D evolve to 3D, evolve now into virtual reality is definitely really big milestones along the way that's there. And to see, a mobile game done competitively well, I think it needs to be added onto it as well. With such mainstream, media coming through, people like Astro, having more development companies coming along the way, really good stuff. And we want to see what else happens. This is only season 1, remember?
Yeah, this is the first season.
I mean, if they're starting off with this being the first season, we're already 100,000. Let's see what happens in season 2. But before we can even move on to any of that, we need to deal with this tournament. So what you're watching is the first semi-finals. This is going to be the game 3. So this is a deciding match on who will qualify into the league and who will have to duke it out for the 3rd place matching. So as of today, we'll be watching 3 series of games. This is the first one. The next one will be the second semi-finals, where also the winner of that semi-finals will be moving on into the league, and then we will see the loser of these 2 semi-finals battle it out for that final slot within this first qualifiers. For those of you who are wondering, I'm Sudo.
And I'm Mats.
And we are your casters for you today.
And we're actually waiting the match to start here.
Yeah, in fact, it looks like the players are ready on both sides. Just making sure that they are A-okay in the right, mental mind frame. All the equipment is right there because this is your tournament lives that you're fighting for here. That one spot, the first ever team to qualify for the league is going to be one of these two teams right here.
Yeah, and the one that lost here has to actually try and fight off for the third place against the person, against the team that is going to lose on our second match after this one.
Well, we're going to see what happens at there. It looks like indeed the players have gone out just to make sure a little toilet break for them as they come back in. And it looks like, there is going to be a little bit of a relog coming in for both teams as well.
There was oh my gosh. One more guy wants to go and take another toilet break, but I don't think so. This is just a joke in the.
I like how the players are having really good spirits and camaraderie. I mean, you guys can't see this because the chat is not enabled for you all to be watching this. Wherever you're watching on the stream or on TV, that's there. But I love the fact that the players, although they are competing at this level, although they're rivals essentially, they're still having a really good spirit and joking with each other there. I like seeing that. It's a good sense of sportsmanship where, I mean, it's about the battlefield and nothing else matters at that point. So really good stuff coming in from both sets of teams. Happy to see the banter going back and forth.
That's true. So would Akai be banned again this time around?
Sure, let's talk about the bans and picks that's going to come across. Akai definitely going to get banned. I think definitely within the first rotation as well. Lancelot is already given to be removed as well. I'm not sure if we're going to go completely down the road and remove Kagura out as well. And will the Fanny ban come through? This is what I'm talking about, like the evolution of the tournament that's here. I'm going to guess that yes, the Fanny will come through. Although it wasn't as much as a dominating force in the last game, it was still a significant disturbance when it did come out. So I suspect Fanny, Akai, Lancelot, and Digger to be banned out this time around.
Digger?
Yeah.
I can see that come in as well, but I'm hoping that maybe this time around Fanny is going to ban instead of Kagura, just in case, because they MysticBurden has displayed a very well played Fanny in the previous game that actually causes the win. I mean, one of the factors for them to win, besides the Natalia pushing in a lot towards the base. And I think that might scare MYA just a little bit. So I'm not sure they're gonna let it go. If I were them, I might try and consider to ban it. But there are actually other priority bans. Akai, and then Lancelot, Kagura.
Let's have a talk about the picks here. I think it's fair for me to criticize the MIA pick. Carry could have also have been picked. I didn't quite see, although MIA did end up having kills with a slightly longer range. There was also safer. I don't think so. We saw all that much of that clumpness which MIA excels in as well. So I'm going to see whether they're going to change out the marksman. I suspect that will be the case moving into this third game.
I think they will actually try to go for the changing turn of the marksman. But the thing is that this Mobile Legend Tournament MPL is still new, that we can't still see a trending meta just yet for the tournament.
There hasn't been a trend being created just yet. However, we should see that by the end of today. And as we branch out into next week, we're going to see the Singapore side develop as well.
Yep, that's true. And we're still waiting for everybody to be here. Is it raining right now?
In fact, it is. So we're in our little studio here, And it's raining outside, a little bit gloom, but that's okay. That's why we play games
Yeah,
indoors.
that's why we play game indoors. Even mobile games indoors.
Yes.
Okay, finally, the last member of MCB just finished coming in, and they're gonna start at any moment. Everybody's already here and ready. And still waiting. Again, another wait there by the MysticBurden. I was actually expecting the game to start straight away.
I mean, he just got back into game. You know,
Yeah.
he needs time to make sure he's all adjusted, everything is right. Because we talked about how important this is for them. You want to make sure that you're not rushed, you're not being pressured in a wrong sort of way. That's there. So we are saying once again, it is 1-1, exactly what you see on your screen here. The
Yeah.
qualifiers are going to go through the final game of this series of matches.
Yep, still waiting for everybody to get ready. It looks like Kuja is now ready. Anyone that wins this shall have the secure spot for the MPL that is gonna happen later in the future. I mean the frequent league, getting into the MPL league. Who will win this one will get that tenure. And the first band is now being considered by MysticBurden.
So MysticBurden on the
Who
blue
is the
side
reference?
here, and on the red side we have Mysterious Assassins. The first band should be Akai.
Should be another Akai. Or would they change it up and take it out maybe Kagura? Oh, I was just about to say Kagura.
Alright, so Kagura does get removed. What was a massive source of distance to the team earlier. Before this, we are seeing that they are thinking that, okay, it's significant enough. So we are seeing that Lancelot here as well now being removed with Grok now coming to the band. So it looks like MysticBurden wants to pick up Akai in the first round of rotation. Will they remove Fanny away from them? It should be interesting. No, in fact, it gets Natalia that does get banned away. So they are open to take Fanny, they are open to pick up Akai in their first rotation, which should be significant towards them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I see it. Oh, maybe this time.
No, in fact,
It's
it
a
is going to be
digger.
Digger that does get picked up here. So
Diggy
we
Birdie.
are saying that it could be Fanny. We also have the Akai that's also open. So Akai is going to get
Akai.
picked up here.
Besides Assassins. Oh my
And we're going to
gosh.
see whether it is in fact going to be Saber. So Saber is the one that's locked in here. So
Now Akai comes into the fray. We're gonna finally see Akai and Digger playing.
I
Gosh.
don't know what composition needs to be built around Digger.
Digger is a very good. He's a very good. He's good in spacious fights.
That he certainly is, but whether that's going to be enough for them, because if you're looking for like scrappy fights here, it's what we have Akai, the isolation away from the
Yeah.
team. Hilda does get picked up. I do like this. We saw really good Hilda coming in for the first game. It
And
looks like it's
second
gonna
game as well, despite the loss.
and despite loss there. So Zilong coming in for the counter to the split push
Yeah.
that could be done here. So I like that variation within the strategy. Hopefully it does get locked in with another strong mage that's coming through. In fact, it's going to be the marksman. So Moskov here.
Moskov.
We did see yesterday Moskov being picked up, and so that's going to be interesting as well. I think that's a really rounded composition. In fact, it is Aurora that does get picked up first, so we're looking at that isolation, that single target cast out. The sister comes through Eudora here, unfortunately not quite locked in
Not just yet.
yet. But I think that's also a really good counter. Having that more reliable CC come through is going to be quite key for them.
Yeah, no, it's Hayabusa that's been locked in with Cyclops.
I
From his,
am not sure about this.
MysticBurden. Yeah, they're actually relying only on towards one mage, while Hayabusa maybe be put as a carry.
Well, we have Digger that technically is also a super mage
super mage as well,
that
yeah.
comes through. I mean, we do know that Digger and Cyclops do synergize quite well
Yep,
together.
that's true as well. And right now we're waiting for the last hero pick. It should go for, finally,
In fact, it is going to be Zilong. I agree with this. This is looking solid. I'm going to put you on the spot at Mats. Let's do all the statistic calculations and tell me, who do you have in mind to win based on this draft?
Based on this draft, because of the solidness of the draft from Mysterious Assassin with Akai pick, can be comboed well with the Aurora as well as the Moskov. They have very good CC. They can actually do some catching with Zilong. I think MYA can actually try and actually have the higher chance to win. But the composition of MysticBurden is actually scary as well. Putting Hayabusa, Digger and the Digger and the Cyclops combo, which is very nasty, with Hilda coming in with the execution. To start the fight with Chow as well, maybe flanking up to the back, try to get the carry, pushing out into the front, maybe forcing them to fight in a group. So that's where maybe, just maybe, MysticBurden can actually shine best.
Alright, and here we are in game on the blue side. For the last time today, it's going to be none other than MysticBurden, and on the red side, we're going to see Mysterious Assassins.
Yep. Again, MysticBurden trying to go for the early aggression towards the mid lane. Saber walking in towards the barrage. Maybe Saber can do it. Nope. Saber has been knocked up easily there by them. I think it was by
Digger.
Yep, Digger. And Digger just got that kill. Oh, he was knocked up by Chow, and Digger just got the first blood for MysticBurden. A very good start again. MysticBurden has been taking the first bloods for 3 games in a row now.
I mean, their positioning and their call to do that, it also is because Mysterious Assassins is face checking. Not as punishing just having the first blood come across a little bit of a goal difference, but we are seeing here that Aurora does get fouled out.
Getting banned out there. Oh, being pulled back with Digger's skills. Can actually run away. Nope, Hilda comes in with a slam and a hack and to the face of that Aurora. Again, bot lane Chaw comes in. Nope, it looks like Akai has been taken down by 3 members of the MysticBurden. It's not even 2 minutes of the game, and 3 kills has been taken up by MysticBurden.
So really quick kills coming up from them will put them in a little bit of advantage here. We also do have that the bottom side, it is 3 members that are there. Unfortunately, the death timers are really quick, and they will be able to come back just before Turtle does get spawned.
Yeah. Turtle will be spawned in the next 15 to 10 seconds there on the clock. And MysticBurden doing tremendously well. I think much better than the second game. Well, although they won the second game, I think for the early game they made much better. I'm not sure they can maintain this momentum or not, but if they do, then maybe.
They just need to make sure that they do not make any mistakes out here. So you are seeing, like, the Hilda doing her job, be pushing away. Turtle does get taken away, but will the punishment come through? You have Zilong is already charging all the way in. Nope, the ultimate does come out, deterring him away. Does get immobilized, and that should signal the end of the aggression for another minute or so as they go back into lanes and collect up. So now finally Saber hitting level 4 as well.
Yes, as well as the Zilong. Zilong and Saber combo never gets old.
No, it does not. I mean, it's simply because it's so effective.
Yeah, it's so effective. The trick never gets old. I still remember when they use it when I was starting Mobile Legends. I think it was season 3 or season 2 at that time. It was the Zilong Saber era.
I mean, when did it come out at that point? Now we have a few other things. So Digger does come through.
Oh, nice.
The stun does come out. And Cyclops doing massive work out
4 kills by MysticBurden, taking the morality away from MYA.
Yeah, but look.
Oh, Chow comes in. Oh, nice kick away with that all, and the kill by the Hilda on towards the Moskov. And straight away, this gives the chance for MysticBurden to actually get that mid lane tower. And mid lane tower has been taken out straight away. Go for the Akai spinning in, knocking back the Chaw, but by the Aurora. did not actually output a lot of damage to actually try and kill Chaw and Chaw. And this is to run away, surviving the fight.
Yeah, Aurora is very dependent on items in terms of increasing the damage. It's also a mage, which means it requires levels. And just like that, responding back up top, another turret, 2 quick turrets,
Nice.
5 kills already, ballooning their lead to a clear 4,000. Really clean execution thus far, but will they fall as it stretches on into the later part of the game? We'll find out soon.
Pings
The next
has been
turtle
broke.
does get spawned. We see that on screen.
Yep. And there's no respawn here for any other team. You can see on the minimap the Digger and Cyclops are actually nearby. They're actually trying to do.
They would be able to take turtle fairly
Yeah,
simple at this
Hayabusa
point.
comes in
Hayabusa is here as well. The aggro juggling is good.
Yep.
And that just pushes their goal lead now up to a very clear 4,000.
Okay, 4,000 gold for a 5 minutes game. That's a lot, man.
Oh, they need to be careful here. Does get caught
Does
out.
get caught out. The girls pulling back. Zilong. Zilong still can actually win this. Nope, not enough to actually run away. And Cyclops just got to kill on towards the Zilong. Bot lane.
Oh, they need the skill.
Oh,
Does not come
nicely
through.
done.
We are going to see Akai coming from the side. Will he be able to potentially fish him away?
Oh yes, did manages to actually finish off him with that fishing rod, and Chaw has been defeated down, and that's the first kill for Mysterious Assassin.
It's definitely a step in the journey of 1,000 miles for them to come back into this. The next setup has already gone through, but will they find the right target? Unfortunately, Akai is showing himself just a little bit there.
I might know that they are in there.
We also are seeing up top Hayabusa and Zilong are just dancing around each other. The ultimate does come through, unfortunately.
From the Cyclops.
A little bit way too far away. Does get spotted out here.
Overextended
Cyclops
there by
does
the
get knocked all the
Cyclops.
way through. Not
Can
enough
she-
damage,
oh
but does
no.
through. Moskov doing a really good job.
And mega kill on the hill after taking out that Saber.
Yeah, so we also are seeing Zilong try to come in here for additional kill with his ultimate, increasing that movement speed and the attack speed, but not finding the target that he would want. So a little bit of a disappointment he couldn't convert that into more things, but just helping them stabilize the game a little bit more. Yes.
Yeah, Mysterious Assassin needs to find this one strat to actually push out the towers here. They actually managed to get bot lane. They might go and try to get top lane onto their tower, destroy scoreboard, but I'm not sure how long will it take for you to for Mysterious Assassin to actually get this game for them. Here comes the Digi with their pulling back onto the Akai. Akai has been taken down into the hands of Hilda, who tower dived. That poor panda.
I mean, there was quite a good execution there, but it's getting a little bit too close for comfort here already, with Chow going really low. The zone away from the tower there means that they will be able to collect this away. Here another turret, so all 3 other turrets now already being removed for them.
Yeah. And bot lane Mythic Burdens just got that tower. Right now, all that's left for Mysterious Assassin's tower is the second tier tower.
Oh, the collapse is going to happen here. Does flicker away already. Sorry, does walk away at this point. And then we need to see it up top here now. Immediately, the next person that's out there.
Yeah.
Ultimate does get removed in, but Hayabusa coming in, and that will be the end of
Damage by
it.
the hill. The monster kill towards the Zilong with the help of Cyclops as well. This, oh my gosh. This MysticBurden is so strong.
I mean, the Hilda pick here is doing so much for them, as well as Cyclops. This is very reminiscent of the first game where they were very dominant. Unfortunately, they weren't able to close out that game in spectacular fashion. Will that change this time around? Have they made the improvements that are necessary? We are seeing that is possible. Akai is jumping in as well.
So right now the fight comes in. Akai spinning in, trying to overcome any kind of further fights by the MysticBurden. Lord has been slain into the hands of Hayabusa, and the next thing you know, Oh, Digger just got a kill. Moscow got to get on towards the Chow. Lord is going through towards a million in favor of MysticBurden. And Hilda go light after taking down the Moscow thanks to the pullback of Digger. And we might see a legendary by Hilda.
This certainly is a very, very high possibility at this point. Lord is pushing down there. 2 siege minions as well. This will make really quick work about this. Akai, unfortunately, is not going to make much of a difference.
Put back by Digger. Oh, that's a sad.
Will come up again.
Panda, no. Oh, Panda manages with 9 thanks to Aurora with that freeze. Oh my gosh. Akai manages to actually slip away.
Without the siege minions, this tower will not fall. We already seen Zilong making quick about it. Will he go in? No, that was very cautious about that. But the bottom tower did get pushed as well by Hayabusa. They are rotating up to the top. This is really good creep wave control, making sure that they are able to capture the objectives as they are coming in.
This
will go down.
This is slowly going to be a downfall for Mrs. Assassin. MysticBurden is on fire with that godlike Hilda. Oh my god, with a score of 703, and then there's also the Cyclops is 217. Despite
let's have a quick look at the items, shall we?
Very strong. Yeah.
So we're seeing really heavy gold coming out here on Hayabusa as well as Cyclops here, already ranging up into the 6,000s.
Yep.
Zilong forced to use his ulti to get away, not the best use of his ultimate, and Hayabusa happily split pushing into the bottom lane here.
So what will happen this game? It depends on the movement of both teams. MysticBurden still trying to play it safe, not going for the risky picks.
Oh, it's going to come down to as the creep waves crash into their base, and it looks like it's about to happen here. Right now, will Akai manage to fish and find the right target? No, it does not look like. We have so much of immortalities on there, which means going to take another dive.
I think it was 3 members, 3 members of MCP MysticBurden just got immortality. 3 of them can actually buy back.
The freeze does come through. The freeze
was nicely done. Finally, legendary Hilda onwards a bit after taking down that Akai. Next thing you know, Giga disconnected ontowards the Zilong Cyclops as well onto the Moscow. This is the this is the end of Mysterious Assassin.
This is going to be the nail in the coffin right now.
Yeah,
so all the bitches in Hayabusa with the creep wave. This will be the very end of it.
This is the end game, ladies and gentlemen. No, not just yet. It looks like Hayabusa and Aurora trying to do something to actually maybe delay the time.
They don't have any more minions at there, but it's going to mean that it's going to be true. In fact, that is true.
That is game, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like MysticBurden is going to proceed to the MPL.
They are the very first team.
Surprisingly, I think everybody at home was expecting MYA to go on further because they are the home favorites. But again, this is the
really good
story.
job.
Very good. Oh my
Congratulations to MysticBurden here. Really good showing. They improved a few things that they needed to do from the first game. Come up with the same composition that's here. Really impressive. Hilda did lots of work. I questioned Digger at first of how he'll be interacting with it, but together with the Cyclops, that was really well done.
Yeah. So right now, Mysterious Assassin was forced to play the third place.
They will go down for the third place match. That's right.
That's true. So that will happen later.
It will happen later. So what's going to happen next is that the second semi-finals will be happening, and that will be happening at 5:15
p.m. Maybe because of there's a slight schedule from the players. Maybe some of them can't make it at this time. We don't know. Well, you know issues. You can't always these mobile games, man.
No, so we're going to be starting at 5:15.
You can't play while you drive, right?
So it's going to be at 5:15.
Yeah,
That's
it's
when the
gonna be at
next
5:15.
match that's going to be starting, and that's going to be the second semi-finals. We're going to see the next two teams duke it out. So we apologize
Yeah.
for the delay that is going to be there. But when we do come back, that's going to be the second semi-final games. You're going to see another best of three, and stay tuned for that. Once again, this is Mobile Legends, and
Yep.
we are doing the MPL Qualifiers for Malaysia, sponsored by Astro and the EGG Network, making all of this possible, as well as from Montun. Find out more soon.
And you can also go to mpl.mobilelegends.com for more info.
Yeah, and for those of you all who are want to congratulate both of these teams, as they also do have their own Facebook pages where
Yeah.
you can go to and congratulate the team members on their effort and their journey. Because guess what? If you were a fan of Mysterious Assassins, you're still going to be seeing them later today, not at 5:15, but the one after that.
Yes. So we're gonna see you guys later in a little bit.
为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事，你的传说。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就报啦，register，应该legend to other S。在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就报啦，register，应该legend to other S。 在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？Cepat lah sister, ingat legend tu ada S。在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？Cepat lah sister, ingat legend tu ada S。